to the MCC Visiting Writer Series featuring Toni Bee. This is our first reading of 2026. I'm excited to be here. I'm Tom Laughlin, the coordinator of the Creative Writing Program, professor of English, and this series is sponsored jointly by the Office of Student Engagement and the Liberal Arts Division, and want to shout out some thanks. Maria McDuffie Clark of the Office of Student Engagement and her staff. Thanks to Dean Matt Hurwitz of Liberal Arts, who's here, to Jill Keller of the English Department, to Jeff Kaplan and his staff for doing things to make things happen visually, and to Beth Noel, who is the Director of Communications and Creative Services, helps us getting word out, has a wonderful article they put up on the website. So I'm excited to have Toni Bee here today. Toni Bee is a poet and educator who has been featured at the Cantab Lounge in Cambridge, where the Boston Poetry Slam happens, Lizard Lounge, Grolier Poetry Book Shop, the New England Poetry Club, the Boston National Poetry Month Festival, and elsewhere. Her poetry has appeared in Oddball Magazine, Stone's Throw, Boog City, as well as Best Indie Lit New England Volume 2. And her self-published chapbook, 2022 again, was released in 2018. In 2011, she was elected PoetPopulist of the city of Cambridge, the first woman in that position, and in 2016 was selected the first ever Cambridge inaugural Poet Ambassador. She currently hosts the second Thursday Poetry Reading Series in Hyde Park, and she's the founder of Poets in the Garden. She started that during COVID, a time we're all shut up, to say, hey, let's bring it out, and had poetry out in public spaces in Longfellow House in Cambridge and other green spaces in Cambridge and Boston, featuring gardeners and poets celebrating the music and art of poetry. She's been a teaching artist and storyteller at the Wang Theater, a journalist and board member for Cambridge Community Television, and a certified community health worker. Toni is founder of Black Lives Matter in Cambridge, teaches workshops at the International Women's Writing Guild, and Writers Without Margins, which is a nonprofit that provides books to the unheard and unresourced communities in Greater Boston. And last year she was selected as a teaching fellow at Grub Street Center for creative writing in Boston. Her website's tonibee.org if you're interested. And the poet Tom Daly has said, in the poetry of Toni Bee, history and exhortation combine their potency in searing words. Her poetry proclaims intention and a fierce attention, and also gives way to the redemptive joy of creation. Please help me welcome Toni Bee.
Thank you all. Thank you, Tom. Middlesex Community College, JB. We've had long relationships over the years. You just know folks, and then they are your friends. I appreciate you being here, poets. One we, for my daughter. One is in I, and it is we. Me, solo, alone, be, riding on wind's wings, full of energy, Afrocentricity. He, lonely solo feet, sliding on murky memories, letting go years of misery, buzzing together, came so naturally. Now my womb holds one we. I heard a baby in the room. Did I hear a young person? So, am I just supposed to read poems, or can I say, I started with, you have your whole line, poetry lined up, and then a baby's in the room, and that brings you back to those few times when you was going to Roxbury Community College and you couldn't have a babysitter and you had to bring your 3, 4, 6-year-old to class. So big up to the babies.
You're welcome.
A lot's going on nowadays, but a lot's been going on nowadays for a lot of people. And my response is create. Create. Not necessarily about the subject. Maybe the healing is creating. Women don't often get to create. This poem is called Deet Time. Woman, taking on the bunch. Burden ourselves with bananas, just stop. Yellow's too bright. Do you? Don't complain about the weight. Drop that heaviness. Complain, come stains, drop that metal and come again. And again, and forge your own glisten. Don't give me one excuse why you can't. Guilty stays a much needed gush. Stop. Do you? Get your spanking or spank this world. Let her silk rag blindfold you. Spy his tower, sway as he eiffels your ridges away. Beg a sphinx to sand surge the clit out of you. Made this world we did. This green-haired damsel, we have sown, we own this puta. Who we owe? It owe us. You owe you joy. Rest, queen, rest. Allow the heavy in only when you wanna. Make banana okra soup when you wanna. Don't wait. There is still red clay begging for you to make a cup of it. Deep time. I'm gonna weave and dance until Tom gives me the signals. Been in love? Been in love before?
Yeah.
Terrifying. Until you do it. On being an animal for a month. He lay beside me now. Never had a manna wanna be near me. Wanna. Often ever, and when he can, or loose from kin. Lost days, moon, sun seconds, ending 9, 6, stuck in the crux of our own clock handles, and time skips and cream. Wheeze the icing on Sunday, cake never comes, and music is lick of lemon, chest hair cello for her tongue pick. We an oceanless breeze, shade leaf dancing under concrete mood. And pain as Nani chuckles, as Hen cocks his way towards her rosy dawn. Fly, fly, does a feather in their wake. Your poem should never have music in it. We are fire, we are heat. Sire generations, deep, great spirit, higher do we seek. Truth sings, prancing Afro feet. Who says no, knee yells yes. Them say stop, foot progress. They say work, we say rest. Till spirit says a bad stretch. Let's forward, forward for progress. Spiral run, bumbling drum, hide as trees till freedom comes. We are water, we are cool, from a deep ancestral pool. Our soul is hidden praise, blessings find us in the maze. Who says yes? We scream no. Them say halt, we say go. They give test, we say rest. Till spirits say a bad stretch. Let's forward, forward for progress. Spiral run, bumbling drum, hide as trees till Jesus come. Sylvester song. Any questions? You can ask me questions. You should ask me questions before I continue on.
Did somebody tell you that you couldn't have music in your poems?
You're not, that's the rule. You're not supposed to have music in your poems unless you feel like it. What comes to you, do that. And then do it that way. But that has meaning too. And their way does too. Whose meaning comes first though? I have a book I'm going to read from after this question.
Yeah, so your poem about like doing things when you want to do it, like would you say the theme of it was maybe like you should like do what you want to do and not worry about like what other people say?
That was actually historically based.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, because, oh man, nature and poetry and history flow through me.
Oh.
And so, a lot of times, banana okra soup, that might have been something that those of African descent made because that was around.
Oh.
And I've often questioned who was more free? The master's wife or the master's workers? Sometimes you being able to make a banana okra soup is freedom.
Oh.
And so I looked at the women in this colonial situation that we've been in for years, and I was like, well, who's free? In some ways, we have to carve it out. All of us have to carve it out for ourselves. And I'm like, was I free or are they free? Let's just write a poem and deal with that.
Oh, thank you so much. Sorry if I interpreted it the wrong way.
You interpreted it the right way.
Oh, good.
Because we're in community here. I have a book. I bought some copies. I want to talk about joy. Oh my gosh, something has happened. Loving, lonely, flirt, and grind. Zygote growing. Lord, she whines. Second time is a charm. Keep the child, keep the child, keep the child. Heart alarms. Photo op, inside view, big as apple. Wait, that's two? What'd she do to deserve this twinge, budding chance at joy again? Party, shower, gifts induce, youth grub galore, family truce. Swollen tight, coconut, bust out soon, moves abrupt. Look at mine, future men, yardie stance, almond grin. Afro dreams, theirs unfold, tender love, hers to hold. Joy. in minutes of twilight. The sun cannot turn the purple clouds to pink yet. I ponder about my day, good, bad, perplexed, I can't bet. This the type of morn where thoughts rummage my head. I wonder, did my girlfriend's mixed babies go to bed unfed? And think of my chocolate mother, whom is long dead. In twilight minutes I wonder of others' lives and pray that my daddy wears his seatbelt on the bus today and hope the brothers don't think, let's play, then spray. But, daddy ducks, whoops, bus in the way. That my niece dances an African jigaboo. I see you, and hope society never taunts her as I had to go through. As sunlight hastens its descent, sun reveals the day mode. As I listen to my head fears, the future I forebode. In twilight minutes. I have a dream. Who has a dream here? You should write down your dreams. They may more likely come true this season or the next. Have you ever dreamed while you were awake? This poem's called Dream Wake. Dream while you was awake? Talk to me.
I want to push back before. Why was there so much anxiety in that poem?
In Minutes of Twilight?
Minutes of Twilight.
Because I wrote it in the 90s in Boston. And I grew up in Boston during a time where my dad drove a MBTA bus. And there were gangs. And they were shooting. They didn't care at the time who got hit. And so I wrote this poem with these worries about there was some racial tension there and just some general violence. And what is the future going to bring? What is the future going to bring? So my daddy, who I was lucky enough to have in my life, and he was a good dad, I used to be concerned about him. And then my niece was a baby and I was concerned about her. What's gonna happen? But everyone's okay now. But we gotta write about the angst. Y'all thought I was gonna write, I was gonna share a whole bunch of poems about politics. This is the politics. Dream Week. I dream of debutante balls and pony stables. You know, the ones that fly upon clouds. Soaring ponies, I'm not too heavy to ride. I too dream of a bikini body, as is, accepting my thick, sweet caramelly jelly. Dream of traveling, finding, praising Aboriginal bones worldwide. I remember you. Sorry you are gone. I dream of living in a huge enough house, not too dusty to clean. My kid and her wing, me and he and ours, on farm near city, house blue. With a coop and cock for hens, for eggs, and pig family. With baby bacons we will never eat. Goats, 'cause they trouble, no curry for them. Every animal should have a lover. My family will travel abroad thrice, once a year, dwell in an America. Maybe this empire may be coming to end. So reality says, I dream of prepping a backpack, tuna enough for 7 days, water ×2 for my loves on that walking live Chiro machete type-ish. This dream coming Hope it don't. All empires waking up now. Cuba bound. Cuba? Dream wake. You write these things and you hope you don't get in trouble. I got more time?
Okay, go. We want more.
I gotta memorize this poem. I have it. I have it. This here body should eat double chocolate donuts when its bulk is sleepy, or rather, wait on the peanut butter cookie cocoa it wants. This body is berry batch. Batch juice better than chocolate body. This body is fluffy pillow needing crunches. This body thrills on this slim paper. Slim paper make my body slimmer. Do I care if my body swings? Do that speak to my pride? In other countries, they'd say I was rich. Praise body for excess, its fertileness. In this land, just bulk. Yell, body move quicker, put fork down faster, stop eat cheese, leave chocolate alone, forever. Unless it's the oxy-anti kind. Dear this body, you pretty amazing body. Don't fuss at the teen, stop wanting so very much more. Body wonders what to do next. First, no eat nasty donuts. Tomorrow or the 30th, yawn, crunch, take stairs. Love? Make it stretch you. Body fly, your body flies. Fly, your body be. Fly, my body be. I wanted to bring you a work in progress as well. I go to this program called, did I do that?
That's okay.
I go to this program called, hey Phoebo. I go to this group called Free Write Fridays. And your work always keeps expanding. So I find myself writing on bigger places because that's what my brain needs. When it comes, I have no idea what's coming. The prompt was shopping for bath towels, and my brain went, that's for poems. Shopping. I need to for me, for women in slum, woman in rich house, locked 'cause there's a red line and green. Go, a melanin man said, color we follow. She can't go get cotton clothes, 'cause she can't walk easy now. Shopping for the love of spirit behave. Don't make me tell the seahorse of your lilting. Shopping for a bath. Bath? Nah. I refuse to bathe today. On the street. Can't you smell that it's been 2 weeks, 19 hours, and 20 minutes since I've washed? Nose of a dance. That ain't funk. Shopping for bath towels. Towels depress me. Always too fluffy. Won't dry, too plush. Give me rough. Plush minus rubs a bit, gets more dirt out at the end. The rest of the dirt gets off on the cheapness, yeah. Give me a cheap one. Shopping for bath towels. That's music. That's music. This is an ekphrastic piece, and I just wanted to read it. I know, you know, grab an image that you like or a print and write about it, because sometimes it's time for pause, need to catch up, time I need to chase you down, grab your air skirt, dance a two-step with the wind. Visible, but no hands, lack noise, time and shadow is the bell. The only way to know is a knell on its way. Yesterday is the future, and honey makes tea I planted an age ago, harvest it now. We aged into millennial. Scoop ray of yellow, of goldenrod gangling and glint, glare of mustard, golf balls pollen, fling to the universe a fragrance flavor that don't stick, flurry with talk, a flare without the lick, memory remains unlocked. Question? I like for us to be in motion. Dear twilight, some perfect 5 a.m. and lo, birds atwerp, hollering for food, beholding to the Lord, loving the sun awake with song. As I scream my free inside, a tall, decades-old doze awakens in me, and still, tree of poets, my ears seek you always, artist scape. Your colors, total family black, intonate me. I have too fiend for art light. Your gift is my private peek at brilliant spark of God. Sparkle, baby, sparkle shine. May I grab onto your windswept features, nibble the gift he gave you, share with others, while I still have a chance. You see the baby weaving in? Y'all see that? Should not a poem make me shudder? Hear a silent snort or b-balls squeak on funky court? It should force a sniff of memory, smell the lizard cookies bake. Daddy's slap of ma's bootay, stare of a blackout's wake. Should not it leaves shake at bark? A wolf which howls too loud, or sip from rust cup as you glide of clouds? Poem should be foreheads lemon squinch, pocket lipsticks supple pink, speed away from turquoise walls or visitor to ship's sink. Poems whiff of partner, y'all's creep to shadow's edge, spice riotous perfume, love steps behind now, sprawled over ledge. Should not a poem tease a winch, see moon's smooth prance, or scare hip into language, sachet singing, dance, poem, dance.
Those last two seem like a love letter to poetry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going from like the previous one about like waking up and thinking, what more does poetry have to offer you? And then you're still here for it. I think that was pretty wild.
I thought I should whine. I'm like, what do we expect from poetry? We're always just writing it. It's so proper. And it needs to be sometime, but like literally in Florida, there's lizards all over the place and they're invasive. So that lizard cookie, I'm like, okay, so what can we do with, can we make cookies out the lizard? Absolutely delusional. You had a question, sister?
Yeah, I wanted to ask, do you write other forms? Do you do any essays or literature?
I do prose, I do blog, I do rhymes, villanelles. I've been grooving with villanelles. I didn't bring my villanelle, but I've been grooving with villanelles, which is really tough. But it's great practice. And I read a poem for the Massachusetts Poetry, the Massachusetts Annual Conference for Community Health Workers. And I was like, okay, did this villanelle work? They all understood it. Everyone came up to me and it was like, I got it. You got what we're going through? I was like, yes. So sometimes you don't know until you read it and people feedback. Yes?
Can I have one more?
I just wanted to say, hey. Resist. Ooh,
Oh, I have one more.
please. I don't mean
You said
to.
about something about moving your waist or something. I don't remember that line. I was trying to remember it.
Or scare hip into language.
Scared him into language.
Sachet singing, dance, poem dance.
Yeah, it seems very intimate, right? Very.
Yeah, I mean, poetry is song too. You know, I'm just urging people to wind it up a little bit. Why not? I got here and I tried to make my body as slim as the paper. It's not gonna work, but it's fun to try. So everyone is writing slam poems, and I said, I'll write a slam poem when it comes to me. As the leader of Black Lives Matter the first time in 2015, a lot had been going on, and I thought, there are different ways to handle a battle. Resist. Resistance, you say, get out and march, you say. How about when I say, I love you, or alo instead of hello? Speaking patois, even uttering the word Creole, saying Suria instead of Syria. Maybe that could be, is gumbo resistance? Praising Oya, dancing in sacrificial hen blood, Santeria, or oh Jesus, closed eyes screams. My love explaining, there are 3 colonies, but I'm from the English one. Is clarity resistance? Those who ran free to the hills, called maroons. Then they named it a color, a more rouge than red, violent blend. So we forget it meant freedom, that it meant blood or letting. Shh. That ain't resistance. The word ain't is grammatically incorrect, but my mama said it, and it sounds like music. Music and Geechee be resistors. No. Resistance, you say, get out and march, you say. My loud silence at some of y'all's unwoke tears. A college in the hood, refusing to use the hood zip code. That's a special kind of resistance. Resistance. Say the word kinda. I urge you. Kinda. That white gay male professor who taught me Nubia and Hemet and Dogon astronomers, Was he resisting? Ting, ting. To utter that is a pushback. Taking photos, writing the poems I wanna in my voice, saying I wanna, what that be? Must I march? 'Cause I've been resisting in a way that looked like laying on his chest, planning our tan and copper future together. Grind back, push tail, shake, smack, his finger, painting me as practice for his art while y'all march. That there is resistance. How many more? I have to read a poem to you. Most times, Mama, when you're hungry, need to eat, instead, emotions dribble that speak. Driving eyes cry in heaps, sit in front of Mama. Graduate, glide across the stage, descend to hugs hooray. Quick grab is the caress towards her, such gentleness. I made it, Mama. Naughty or sweet hood, tearing it up, shaking it good. Nerd, bougie, black, or I wish you would. We stay misunderstood. At the close or the start, it's always the Lord. Most times, Mama. When artsy idea gets funds, you your own boss. Thanks, homie, for the coffee run. Bogged, frustrated ideas won't come. Be patient, dear. One tends to sigh and say, oh, all right, Mama. Tripped into love of my life. Dew of morning feels ignite. This is why they are my light. You sing to Mama. And when the world's slipping away, there's nothing you can say. Darkness coming in and the light begins to dim. Couple folks on your back, pocket hand, knee on neck. My breath, my breath, my breath. He mustered up the air to say, Mama. The air to say, naughty or sweet hood, tearing it up, shaking it good. We stay misunderstood. After close, it's the Lord, or a groan, too often a whisper, a calling out, Mama, Mama! For George Floyd. And her, and them, and the other one, Renee. Beware of tree-lined streets. His poems beware. Beware of tree-lined streets. Hidden sticks, ripe pears get beat. My day's most tantalizing treat. Yardy wisdom seeps deep into my hive, then honey walks devil-like to the other side, plucking pine cones sticky, scented with slime. I turn upon departure, yet his kiss remains fierce, leaving me in air of beware. That's my percussionist. Beware of tree-lined streets, hidden sticks, ripe pears get beat. My day's most tantalizing treat. Yardy wisdom seeps deep into my hive. Honey walks devil-like to the other side, plucking pine cones sticky, scented with slime. I turn upon departure, yet his kiss remains fierce, leaving me an air of beware, leaving me an air of beware, leaving me an air. Beware. Thank you so much. And thanks for letting me have a conversation
Oh, no.
with folks while it was happening.
So let's, more questions. Tony's here. I'd love to hear your question. Reaction.
Do you have any kind of background in music?
Intensive. When I was growing up, Stevie Wonder, the soundtrack of my life is the musical background. Plus, from 1st to 8th grade, I was in an Afrocentric school, and every day we gathered in community, and we had announcements. But one of the biggest things we did, we learned public speaking. All of this stuff comes back sometime when you're talking. And we learned public speaking, and every day we sang the Black National Anthem, and we recited the African Pledge, which I have no idea. So from kindergarten to 8th grade, that's what my experience was. And I'm a child of hip hop. Thank you, I am 32-ish. But I've been around enough to remember when hip hop started. And so there is a way that I may not be trained, but the music comes in. And that poem, Beware, Beware was just a poem. Beware was a poem because I walked down Ware Street in Cambridge. A few years after I wrote that, a professor who lived on Ware Street in Cambridge had a big fallout with Cambridge police. Shortly after that, that poem turned into a song in my head. So sometimes that's how the poem comes together.
May I ask where you went to elementary school?
Yes, I went to St. Joseph Community School in Roxbury.
Okay.
Part of that history is in the 70s, I guess the Archdiocese of Boston, and maybe worldwide, was losing monies because of things we're not going to get into. And they were losing money, and so they allowed some Black Afrocentric leaderships to take over the schools, and that's why from K through 8, I learned. It was a heavy learnedness and Afrocentric pride and culture. Anything.
What moves you?
Nature, rhythm, humans, human relationships. I'm supposed to be Black, and I'm the leader of Black Lives Matter, so everything's supposed to be Black. Everything's human for me, and Black and Indigenous, and sorry ancestors, I forgot to say, we are here on Indigenous ground. I hope I'm giving you the honor you deserve, ancestors. Thank you for that pause, and thank you for the question.
Yeah, so how do you choose what you wind up writing about? From what you're saying, it sounds like a lot of your poems come from personal experience. And how do you choose from your experiences what you turn into poems?
When it lands, honestly, I think a lot of times I have so much coming at me. Some days none, and some days 4 things in the morning, 2 things in the evening, and something else in the afternoon. And how do you capture all of that? So sometimes you can capture it all and most of it you won't finish. But honestly, it's from what flows in. There's a lot going on now, y'all. Are y'all writing that? Or what flows in? Because what's more important is for you to magnify your creativity. I'm not telling you what to do. Yes, I am. Like, oh, flowers came to me in winter, but that person just got hurt. And I want to write about that. Write about the flowers, because that person will come up too in you writing about the flowers.
Yeah.
So we're forgetting, I think, when we go through these hard times, as a person who's probably 3 or more, 4, or maybe 4-blooded, all of these bloods in me have gone through a whole bunch of stuff. Who am I to say what weighs out the rest? So you gotta come, let it flow, write about it. You can pick a subject too. That's valid. Picking a subject and concentrating on it too. But a lot of times we don't catch those gems in us that flow through. So those are gems that come through and I write about it for me. I actually write for me. Yes.
What if someone is break our trust? What should we do with them? Like, we should forgive them or not?
Yeah. I don't care how bad they treated you. Forgive them. May I say that? Somebody's gonna do something so bad and so horrible. It's been done before on the earth. You can survive it. And actually you'd be a better human if you forgave. It's so hard. It's so hard. But it's a nice practice. Because when you don't forgive, that's your glasses. But that's also your creativity. That's the lens, that's the soul lens that you're looking through. I was up last night and things were coming in and I was like, that person, and I was like, well, why am I worried about that person? And why? I forgive you. If they keep coming, I forgive you. Say I forgive you until you believe it. Yeah. It'll resonate.
So I've noticed that there's a lot of not explicit references to kind of intimacy in your poems. But there's always that thread, even if it's something to do with our olfactory senses, or movement, or touch. But you never, I haven't heard a poem that like really kind of like, I am a woman, I am Hyde, and I'm
Wait, say that again? No, I am
like I am a woman and I'm hot and I'm beautiful and I got a lot of that in your earlier poems and chocolate donuts and all that stuff. But I'm like, it's would you ever consider especially a woman at this point in your life reclaiming that and hearing what that would sound like? And if there's a question there, or an observation.
I think it's a lens. I think again, it's the lens of how the world looks at you, that moral and religion lens. Should I even be talking about this? All of that is through the sieve of the mind. And for too many times, just women, we're just sexualized, we're just toys and playthings. And my daddy said, you're more than your body. And I told my daughter that too. I'm more than intimacy, yo. Roman Onika, y'all know who I'm talking about? Yeah. Roman Onika has gone left when we thought she was ours. But if you watched Roman talking on the mic, in the eyes and back of her, the way the eyes looked at her. I'm more than that, y'all. Enrollment of, we're talking about Miss Minaj. Nicki Minaj is a brilliant lyricist. And when I look at before pictures of her, she was a brilliant lyricist. And somehow through the process, all this, and then you're Roman and you're Onika, and we think you're all this, and now you're back there. Somebody in the back looking you up and down. I'm more than that. And yes, I do want to explore that. The fullness of me. The wildness, the wild womanness of me. That's a scary place to go. And do I share that intimacy? So you just gave me a prompt. Let me do a wild woman poem. Scratch that. Sniff it too.
I want to ask a question. You gave us your wonderful, rich grade school experience. Not all of us have had that, and the focus on performance and things. You are an amazing performer, and you're so comfortable, it seems, on stage, and you bring your whole self. And I'm wondering what advice you can offer for those who haven't had that background. Some of our students who are still just starting to explore how to read a poem and be in a poem. What advice can you offer to them and to me and to others? What's helped you?
Look in the mirror and say, I love you. I'm sorry. Can we do a challenge? Take out your phones. Take out your phones. Turn on your video. Let the camera face you. Thank you, God. I thought of this earlier. I'm so glad for that question. Is your video on, please? Make sure you look at yourself. Everybody look in the video, turn it on, and say, I love you. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I love you.
Say it again.
I love you.
Like you mean it.
I love you.
Stop. Stop. So, when you're feeling down and you can't look at yourself in the mirror and you can't say, I love you, open that video and look at that video of you telling yourself. And I say that because y'all, because of erasure, I was Black Lives Matter, the first woman. No one tells a single mother how to conduct the sphere, speaking of the body.
Yeah.
So many of us use our bodies to get to the places where we need to go. Okay, I don't want to be that girl, not I. It'd be mad easier to go that way. Y'all know it'd be easier to go that way. But then what lens are you looking through if you decide to go this way? And so it's really hard to say, oops, I don't have my phone. I love you. I love you, Toni. I love you, Toni, in the mirror got me out of a situation. It might be hard to look in the mirror and say, I love you. How empowering is that? That's one thing. That might be going way to the left. But also, y'all hear the heft of my voice? To even say that. I'm here today saying that. This is in 2024, I couldn't say it. Even as poet, because of erasure. What does a black poet populist of Cambridge mean? Nobody is explaining that to you. So a lot of times you have to do the work yourself, listen to your voice, force yourself. It makes, my ears. Try to force yourself. If you could say one line of your poem, great. If you could say, I love you, what's your name?
Oh, me?
Huh?
Andy.
I love you, Andy. I love you, Andy. I love you, Andy. Sometimes that happens, all of it makes you you actually hear that, and that makes you stronger. Your voice is no coincidence. That songbird flute is so intense and natural. Okay, I said it. I love you, Andy. I love you, Andy. I love you, Toni. And so that could be the most difficult thing to do. It has been for me. And I feel like sharing that honesty, like I had a whole TV show. I'm about to do a TV show again. It's tomorrow on Cambridge Community Television, because I think I've been given a do-over. I look at my videos, I turn them on and I weep because I was moving in joy and being community, and all that was covering for me not dealing with the mom who I lost at 14 years old. I was just marching through life. Come on, little girl, we're gonna be PoetPopulist. Mommy's gonna go to school. Mommy's gonna go to work. Never saying I love you, Toni. Never looking over my videos. That's the real talk here. But now I'm unleashed. I love Andy. And Andy, Toni loves Toni. Watch out, world. Watch out, world. Thank you for the question.